Welcome everyone to today's lessons. This is a beginner class, Module 1C, Microsoft Excel. My name is Gabriel and I'm going to be your training consultant for this class. Let's get started. In today's lesson, we are going to focus mainly on saving a workbook. We've been through the introduction, we familiarized ourselves with the interface, we've gone through how to open and create a new workbook or an existing workbook. Now we are going to focus more on saving. But before that, let's just remind ourselves of the few things that we have done anytime we want to create a new workbook. We come to the backstage view after we've clicked on file, and this is how the backstage view looks like. Because we want to create a new, we focus on either new or open. And when you focus on the new, if you click on the new, it means we want to either get a new blank workbook where we are starting from the scratch, and I said it's always the first, or we want to open an existing template. So the new will give us the option to either open a blank workbook or download or click or start with an existing template from Microsoft Excel. But when we use the open will give us access to a file that already exists, either in our PC or on our OneDrive account. However, when you hit open, the first thing you see is the recent. That gives you access to the recently opened files. So these are my recently opened files. But we did something interesting, that the recently opened files, you can always pin any file, so that anytime you want to have access to it, it will be the first to see. And you always just have to click on this pin icon to either pin any file or unpin. Just click on it to pin, and if you want to unpin, just like this tooth here have been pinned as. Anytime I open these files, these two things here are going to show. So the open will give you access to an existing file, either on your PC or in your OneDrive account, and this is the recent one that can be pinned. Let's get started straight into our Excel sheet. Let's say now that we've been able to create an Excel workbook, here I'm using the personal monthly budget workbook. We would also need to save. So how do we save in Microsoft Excel? Just like I said initially, you remember this top here, that is the quick access toolbar. By default, you always see this sign here that is for save. So you can click on that always and save. However, we will click on file and go to the backstage view again. At the backstage view, just under open, you will see save and save as. Assuming this is the first time we've opened this, we'll use the save as, and that will give us the option to save the file at a particular destination on our PC or in our OneDrive account and choose the format that we want. So I have clicked on save. So I have access. Should I save it in my OneDrive account or save it somewhere on my PC? Or just go down here and just browse and choose anywhere I want. So I'll try and save it on my PC. If I want to open my PC, it will give you access to the folders you recently opened. So if you want to save in there, you just click. So let me just go straight and say I want to save it in this folder. I use save as and I've chosen this folder. So in this folder, when you are saving as, you have the option to choose the file name. And this is my file name as personal monthly budget. So I can either choose to change the name to my first Excel file. So I can choose the name that I want to give to my file and also change the file type. Here becomes useful when you want to save your file in any particular format, depending on who has access to it. You can save it in the workbook, you can save it in an Excel binary workbook, you can save it in another year's format. These things will come later. You can even save it simple straight to PDF so that people without Excel can easily have access to it. So you have options to choose, but later on in our course, we get back to these things. So let's choose by default. What is there? So we'll leave it at the file type as the Microsoft Excel workbook. And all you need to do is click on save. Voila, this file is saved. And when it's saved, you can always see the name of the file at the very top here. That was so easy, right? That is not difficult to do. You can easily save. However, let's go back to the backstage view. That was save as. So after the file has been saved already, you can always hit on save and it will just be saved. It will be updated wherever. If you make any changes, it can just be saved. Better still, you can just come to your quick access toolbar and hit on save icon from here, and it works the same way like the save here that you have in your backstage view. I hope we are okay with it. But before we move on, let's move on, then do something a little bit technical. We'll go straight to the backstage view from the file and we hit on options. Backstage view options. If you come here on the options, you have save here. So I click on this save, and by default, there is another save to my computer by default from here. You can click on that. And if you watch at the top here, by default, Excel will save every file after 10 minutes. It means if you are working in Excel below 10 minutes, it can only save after 10 minutes time. So you lose your work. It is always good you have this thing checked so that should your computer go off or crash, at least you have a portion or the whole file saved. However, you can either choose to reduce the minutes for Excel to be saving, is your choice, or leave it as the default figure as 10 and just hit OK. That is something that you need to know about saving too. But before we end this class, let's have a recap of what we've learned today. When I have this file opened and I want to save, I can either use the quick access toolbar and just hit on the save icon here, or better still, let's go to the backstage view. If it's the first time, we hit on save and we can browse where you want this file to be saved, either in our OneDrive account or on this PC. When I want to save in my PC, I can choose any folder in any destination. So here we chose this folder. And you know, when you are saving and you save as, you can always change the name of the file. And all you have to do is just hit on save. Voila, and you're gone. Before that, if you want to change the file type, it's your choice at your convenience anytime. Let's go back. After the file has been saved, you can always come back to the backstage view and hit on save, and the file will be saved. But automatically, Excel will be saving your file after every 10 minutes. You have to go to the backstage view once, come to options. The options, there's a save here. Then you have this one checked, and the minutes. If you want to increase it or decrease it, is your choice. Thank you for today's lesson. If you have any question, you can leave it in the comment section below, and any of our data analysts will get back to you. See you in our next class. Bye bye.